Hello, my favorite girly pops. In today's video for the low introductory price sale of absolutely everything, you heard it here first. No, you didn't. You heard it here way last. We are talking about some Amberlynn Reid Instagram drama. Does the fun ever start? She's talking about her bestie, or is it frenemy Alexis? I don't know. I'd like to have a moment of silence for all of the amazing friends that Amberlynn Reid has in her life. Moment is still here because if you believe that, I have a very large bridge of Kermits to sell you. Amber, I think that you and Alexis should not be friends, but what do I know? I'm just using common sense. All right. Everything I'm saying in this video is just for entertainment purposes only. It is not meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. I am sharing my own personal opinions and not facts on publicly accessible information first made public by public figures. Please do not go to these people's channels. Please do not leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Also, have you ever wanted to buy yourself a Kermit or anything else that you see in my videos? Well, now you can. Here is my affiliate link to that. And if you go to that link, my affiliate link, you can purchase it. And whenever it ships, let me know so I could be excited for you. Let's talk about the drama. So if you don't know, Amberlynn had this friend that she was interested in romantically, Alexis. And there's screenshots to back it up that Alexis actually decided to expose. Alexis said a lot of negative things about Amber's girlfriend, Tommy, and exposed Amber numerous times in her own channel, her own videos, and then she's deleted all the videos. But in my opinion, everyone already knows all the tea. Alexis then decided to apologize because Amber was in her state and they all met up and now they're friends again. This is my opinion. You guys are not friends. You are not even, I wouldn't even say you're frenemies. Alexis straight out said your personal business on the internet and you straight out were never her friend. You never went to visit Alexis. You treated her horribly. To Wisconsin, but yet you visited her once you were already there for Tommy. Basically, Amber doesn't care about friendship. She cares about being claimed on the intranet by literally anyone. What happened is, this is my opinion. I feel that Alexis presented a certain image on the intranet, and then when she went on Amber's videos, I never discussed this because I feel it's petty. I'm only talking about it briefly right now because Amber answered a lot of questions on Instagram about this topic. I've picked one to discuss, okay? Not all. So, basically, Alexis put out this image on the internet. Then Alexis decided to go on TikTok and make a TikTok saying how different she was from Ambi. And here is Ambi talking about that. Do you feel Alexis is shady by being so insulted to be compared? No, I don't think it was shady. Anyone would be upset if someone assumed that they were blank, than they actually were when they already have certain issues, especially if it's hundreds of people saying it. Well, I don't agree, Ambi. I think you're just saying, this is how it always is. She always furthers her narrative no matter what it is. What do I mean by that? I guarantee you that if me or any human being on the internet said, how could you compare me to Amber? I'm this, she's that. I'm that, she's this. She would say that it was all phobic and blah, 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 blah. But because it's Alexis and because it's literally the only human that will talk to her that's like on a friendly level other than Tommy, she needs to make excuses for her. I don't think that you and Alexis are friends, and I think what was done on TikTok is not right. I don't think it's right to discuss your friends' physicality and superficial stuff. That's just my opinion. If you continue to be in this relationship, I think you will both eventually be disappointed. Alexis, I believe that Amberlynn doesn't care about you, never did, and is using you. And Ambi, it's very odd to me. Remember when I told you that after Destiny exposed her, she would still take Destiny back because Destiny's the one that got away? Well, it's the same concept here. So you were exposed on the internet by your wonderful, fantastic, just wonderful friend, Alexis, and then she's your friend again. Make it make sense. Okay, so there's going to be a theme in this video of Amber saying that she's the victim of the internet. I just wanted to say that there are actual real victims of the internet. There's actual people that got into serious trouble over the internet, and also people that are continuously being treated unfairly day after day after day on the internet. I just don't feel that Amberlynn is one of these people, and and speaking as someone okay, I feel I'm uniquely qualified to talk about this. Speaking as someone who has been criticized, since the beginning of my channel didn't always look like this. And no matter what I did, people had something to say about it because it's part of the job. And the thing is that, speaking as someone who has had quite different audiences and quite different reactions throughout 11 years. I am telling you that I can relate to her and being criticized, but I promise you that she is not like some innocent person. And as someone that does get criticized for 11 years straight, I can promise you that I can see very much so that she does things to be criticized for. This isn't like talking to squirrels or having a Kermit in your video. These things are nonsensical. They're not reasons to be upset. They don't mean anything. Dancing on the way to a child's grave, for instance, means something. Lying for years about topics and then saying, yep, I lied, so what? Last person was talking facts, because if you fit societies, whatever, you'd be worshipped. I'm fully aware that everyone online gets, negative comments, but the level of negative comments I receive for just being a human is mind blowing versus the people who fit in the standards but are actually doing horrible things that don't. Oh, here we go. It's wild. She then goes on with this like experiment stuff. Like she talks about like there were people were doing experiments. I'm going to say this because I think I'm actually being rather fair. I believe that depending on your appearance, people unfortunately get treated differently. And I've said that I've always agreed with her on that. I think that when people are unfortunately in different situations due to their appearances, yeah, it's not fair. I agree with her. People write her negative comments for two reasons: because it's part of the job, it's the same reason that people write me negative comments, and because she has done and continues to do negative, bad things. There are so many videos that are her own clips of her debasing, degrading her ex Beck. There's clips of her degrading all of her exes. There's clips of her showing inappropriate things on her channel, private things, revealing people's private lives, dancing on the way to a child's grave, being thrilled that her girlfriend Destiny has just lost her family cat and immediately saying, well, she's in a better place. How do you know? I could go on and on. She wants people to believe that because of superficial, nonsensical stuff, people are mean to her about it. That isn't true, Amber. There's always a group of people that are unfair to everyone. If we put them aside, because I get them, everyone gets them, right? It's your behavior which ties into why you have a bad relationship with your audience and you keep doing it. It's not 17 years ago. It's to this day. One more point. I'm reminded of a sonnet by Amberlynn Shakespeare. Who is anyone out here to say that she doesn't fit some standard? I disagree with that. This woman has had partners her whole life. Apparently, she fits every standard. Different Kermits, different people that buy them, different people like different people. So what? So what? I think that's kind of like rude to say that she isn't like some standard. Yeah, you fit in, Ambi. You're the most popular girl in school. Think about it. You're trying to say you don't fit some standard, but meanwhile, you're a very popular YouTuber. Not popular like you want, but let's be genuine here. People are interested in you, and that's how you make money. I feel there's a little bit of ungratefulness going on. At the end of the day, you're never going to get another job like this where people talk about you and you profit off of it. Okay, these two questions together are fabulous. The haters can't go a week just criticizing your actions, not, superficial stuff. They could never do it. Amber says that would be an interesting challenge for the lack of a better word. And they can't bring up anything that happened more than 3 months ago or anything to do with people surrounding me. Strictly just me and my current actions. They'd have nothing. I wanted to tell you something. Lots of times, because like I really kind of like usually for the last, I don't know what, 11 years have been working on YouTube without any real time off. I've often thought about taking like a month off, but then I thought it would be terrible for my audience because my audience is someone that I just personally am very concerned about, because I understand that when you're used to, like watching somebody every single day or at least watching them weekly, this is a thing, this is a routine. Amber has never cared about her audience ever a day in her life. And it doesn't matter if her audience criticizes her because that's a part of this job. That's a part of my job. It's a part of every job. These people have allowed her not to work. She has a job, but she doesn't work, and have allowed her to live a very, very affluent lifestyle for herself. And she just doesn't care. Anybody can stop making videos about you because most of us have other jobs and other things going on in their lives. Like, I thought about before, like, it'd be great to take like a lot of time off. And it's just hard because I understand my responsibility to the audience. This, I will agree, is not like a typical job, but all the rules apply. If you're not putting in the effort, there will be consequences. Now, I personally started making videos not about her, got a name for myself, not about her, had nothing to do with her. I literally started making videos in what, 2013, and only started talking about her. And I had already, in my opinion, been successful. And I started talking about her like at the end of 2020. Are you joking? Like, also, this thing about they can't bring up more than 3 months. The biggest fallacy, the biggest lie that she tells, I believe herself, but mainly her subscribers, her viewers, there's a certain section of them that believe whatever she says. She always wants to pretend that she hasn't done anything bad in like 17 years, in 5 years, in 4 years. Just recently, you doxed your former partner in your head, Valentine. Just recently, when confronting the quote unquote rumors about Tommy, you refused to discuss everything that was said. You just, talked about one thing. The reason that she didn't discuss everything that was talked about was because she couldn't explain it away. You continuously lie on a daily basis. Okay, we can't talk about anything that you did 3 months ago. Let's talk about what you did like I guess a month ago. You went on Instagram and continuously bullied and harassed and talked about people's looks. Like, that's against the TOS on YouTube, which is why she didn't do it on YouTube. People have jobs and families and lives outside of you, and will do so after you stop being relevant and they stop talking to you. This next one is just a joke to me. The only reason that the internet dogpiles on you, like basically the only reason that people talk about you is because of superficial stuff. No, it isn't. And that's the lie that she tells her audience continuously, because she knows that there's a certain amount of people, very small amount, that believe whatever she says. You gaslight people. You lie for 2+ years about your girlfriend, saying that you're dating different wifeys and it's the same person. You claim that you won first place in every dance show that you choreographed. Are you joking? You continue to debase and degrade your ex Beck, threatening to sue them while just debasing them, telling their private information. You have a bad relationship with your audience because of the person that you are, the character, having nothing to do with your physicality. And she uses superficial nonsense that has nothing to do with anything to get people to feel that she is a victim. A victim of what? Of you going to the bank and cashing the YouTube check. What hobby have you always wanted to try and get into? Knitting or crocheting? But I genuinely can't figure it out. You can't figure out crocheting and knitting. Okay. Tried a couple of years ago, and for some reason it just wouldn't click. I kind of want to try again sometime. I'd love to make my own blanket. Serious question about this statement. Why is it that you've put effort into hobbies and things that you wanted to do, like Legos and coloring and buying clothes and going to Target and buying hundreds of journals, but you refuse to put any effort into your job? Like, it's a real question. And do you think, I wish Ambi would answer this, do you think that you refusing to put effort into your job is one of the leading causes for your bad relationship with your audience? I would love for her to answer this question. Is there anyone you wish you had a relationship with but don't? Like a friendship? Yes, there is. Like who? I'd love to know who you were actually able to keep as a friend after all of your relationships. This one is great. I'm always happy to see people get support. You're genuinely a natural beauty, love. How you've been glowing amongst all the drama, stunning. Aw, thank you. Have you ever wondered if maybe the people that give you compliments or say positive things are trolling you? And by the way, when I warned her that she would be trolled massively on the internet, she didn't believe me, and that was her whole relationship with Valentine. Rinse lather, here we are again. It's always great to have support. The thing is, Amber says that she picks random questions, right? But she only picks questions that go after reaction channels. Okay. Have you ever gotten fan art? Yes, I've gotten a lot actually. I used to have a P.O. box, and that was always something I appreciate, look forward to the most. Are you kidding me? When you had a P.O. box, you said that you were trying to do something nice for your audience. Why would them spending their hard earned money at actual real jobs, sending you gifts would be something nice for them? Then, when somebody sent you cake and bread, you wish them ill will. Make it make sense. You only opened it to get free presents. Did you hear about the reaction channel that was trying to access your medical records? No, but that sounds very creepy and overstepping multiple boundaries, but have fun with the very illegal activities. I have never heard of any reaction channel doing this, and if anyone does this, that is absolutely unacceptable, wrong, and Amberlynn is correct, 100%. Who is out there trying to get her medical records? Is this some kind of like a joke? But if anyone is, you should definitely stop. And it doesn't even matter. Amberlynn's medical records are irrelevant. Her actions are relevant. I don't know why people would believe reaction channels over you on your own cancer diagnosis and medical records, Amber says. Okay, fine, let's talk about it. Amberlynn, I do believe that she was ill. The reason that I believe that she was ill the first time is because Beck confirmed it. And I don't believe that Beck is a liar. And I think that Beck would have said something if Amber was not ill. So, yes, I believe Amber was ill the first time. The reason that people did not believe her the first time is because all she did on YouTube was lie. Let's just say it. Amberlynn, you have content that clearly indicates that you are a deceiver, and you monetize that content, which is a slap in the Kermit. Anyways, okay, so I can understand why people didn't believe you, but I do believe you, Amber, that you were ill the first time, and I'm very glad that you are doing well health-wise now, and I always wish her all the best. Okay, in every facet, health, life. Clearly, she don't have enough Kermits. Okay, you, my dear, continuously clickbaited and pre-recorded a fake cancer scare recently. When I say that she clickbaited and pre-recorded one, what I mean by that is simply this: she was getting a CAT scan done. First of all, she accused the x-ray technician of being inappropriate with her and looking her at her a certain way, and none of that happened, okay? But the worst part of it was that she continuously pre-recorded bad news when she was on TikTok doing thirst traps, knowing that the news were good. What do I mean by that? She was recording, but I mean pre-recording weeks, months in advance, her fears. But when she would get the good news, instead of posting it on social media or instead of not posting the bad videos, she let her audience be terrified for her, be alarmed, be upset, knowing that she was okay, and flirting on social media, doing thirst traps on TikTok. This is why people don't believe you when you tell them that you're sick. It's not because she lied the first time, but because the behavior that you display is constantly disingenuous. This is another leading cause of your bad relationship with your audience. You can always change that, Amberlynn. It's always, sweetheart, up to you. One more point about this. It wasn't just that it was a dedicated effort to deceive people about her health while she's doing, the TikToks, thirst traps. But look at this thumbnail: my CT scan results. If you don't know anything about this person, you're going to go to this video because the thumbnail is misleading. It is a misleading thumbnail, making you think that her CT result scans are bad when in fact they were good. And this is something that bothers me. It bothers me that a public figure can come in front of 200 plus thousand people and mislead them with a misleading thumbnail, which is, by the way, against the TOS. making people think that she's ill when she's not. If you want to know why people don't believe you, it's these stunts. And by the way, as somebody who works here, I can tell you that 47,000 views, even gotten right away, is still under $1,000. Congratulations, Amber. Okay, you keep calling your mom's partner your stepdad. When did they get married? They've been together for a decade now, regardless of it. They just signed, if regardless if they signed the paperwork, that's what I consider him. Okay, there's only one reason that I put this in here. Ordinarily, I wouldn't. I have a serious question for Ambi. I wonder if she will answer. I understand that it was amazing for you to reconnect with mommy, and I think it's a good idea. And I actually think you need to be with mommy instead of with what you're doing with your time. You definitely need to just like always be with mommy, okay? You need to be with your family. But do you not think it is outrageously rude to constantly cut in on her alone time with your stepdad? Like, talk about third wheeling it. Like, I understand that you and mom wanted to spend quality time together, but I can't tell you how many videos she filmed. They're all on her channel where it's obvious that she's third wheeling it. Like she's cutting in on the, private time that her mother had with her stepdad. Only reason I put this in here to tell you that I think she doesn't care. That's just my opinion. What do you think? This next one is really amazing. Do you believe in karma? Yes. Clearly, you must not believe in karma. All right. Well, that was an exciting time to be alive, girls. I want to thank you all so very much for watching today. I definitely appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed today's video, please take a look at this other video that's popping up here. You may enjoy it. You may not enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it and you didn't enjoy this video, I got great news. Listen, you're not going to like any of my videos. So go and leave it a dislike or a like. Be a friend. Let me know what you think about this video in the dislikes and comments down below. And I will see you very, very, very soon in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.